Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Creeper World 4. That is right, we are back heading in the colony section yet again for a duo of Cursor Assist maps. That's right, we are going to be doing two of them. That is Cursor Assist 4 and 5. The automated base has fallen into disrepair and containment has failed. The space has no offensive or defensive capabilities. That is it. Anti-Creeper alone must be used. So yeah, that is what we are doing. That is what we're going to be going for. But we have one distinct advantage. Our cursor is nuts. It's bonkers. Automated systems offline. Defensive mode offline. Offensive mode offline. Scanners online. Anti-creep power 250%. Backup systems online. Power systems are offline and creeper containment has failed. Backup systems are online. Also, initiating anti-creep protocols. The automated systems are offline and are not available at all. Anti-creep protocols have been escalated to compensate. Your duty is to contain the creeper so the backup systems can rebuild the nullifier and re-establish containment. This facility has fallen victim to budget cuts and has been running at minimum capacity. There was a disruption in energy production, and the nullifier has lost power. Backup systems are able to rebuild the nullifier and charge it with 2 porters that is maintaining it, but it cannot build any other structures or defenses. Nullifying the emitter should be our first priority. So we do have AC on the map already, which is kind of nice. We do have quite a bit of it. We can take it around the map. We definitely want to get some key places on our side. However, that's it right now. Now, over here, we can see, here is the nullifier, here's the emitter. Unfortunately, these porters are not going to be able to nullify that right away, so we're going to be at a loss right off the rip. Now, that being said, that doesn't really matter to us that much. We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. Let's take a look at the map again. Again, this is the map. It's kind of broken up into squares. It's kind of wild seeing it like this. Woo. But we also have the emitter, which is 100 every 0.5. So it's not a nothing emitter, but it's a nothing emitter, and you'll see why. So let's get going. We have plenty of energy over here for the porters. That's the most important thing. And yeah, all we care about is getting the show on the road. So let's go for map indicator. Wah. And let's get going. So step 1 will be hopefully our cursor turns on. It takes a few seconds for the cursor to activate. Unfortunately for us, there we go. Cursor is on, and look at this baby shine. Look at it go. It's just a machine. Look at it. It's just like, it's a beam of anti-creep that cannot be stopped. I mean, this is insanity. You know, we just want some over here, we'll get some over there. We want some over there, we'll get some over there. Where else do we want some? You know, maybe we'll take this out. Sure, why not? It's there to be taken. And I think we're already at the point where we want to start to think about getting our emitter done, right? I don't want that emitter to be in our way, so I'm definitely going to try and take whatever I can. Just move my way over. Maybe we'll take the top over here, because, you know, tops are good. But realistically, I think we should just go for that emitter. It said the emitter was the first priority, so you know what? I think we should handle our first priority. But look at how strong this thing is. Yeah, we're losing ground behind us, but who really cares when you can literally cut the creep completely open, right? And we're only at 100 and change percent. I mean, yeah, we're gonna be able to just completely nullify this already without anything else, right? We can start to take it. We paint the picture. We paint the world. It is ours to control. And we can even, you know, hey, get rid of this, get rid of that. They are nearing the creeper cap. They're not yet at the creeper cap, though, which is, you know, always a problem. But realistically, once we take this emitter, they're gonna have some problems over here because they can't really get to the top of this mountain without it. So yeah, this emitter is just gonna be gone forever. And it'll be a quick and easy victory. There we go. Objective obtained. Now all we have to do is reclaim, which is not nearly as bad when we have, like, the emitter of the gods, right? So let's see what we have. We still have this over here. There really isn't too much in our way. We can start to take things, yeah, we just need to start taking key areas. Like, maybe we'll cut this in half and take the top half, because realistically, if we take this, and this, and this, the top half is ours, right? So we only have, like, 3 areas for the top half, and then we win. So this is area the first. We'll just take it from them. We'll just do one of these. Now they are, of course, taking over that one breeding zone, too. It's a little bit of a shame, so we'll come back for it, because, of course, we don't want them to have that. But realistically, like, what are they going to do to us? There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do. We could push into more breeding zones for us. That wouldn't be terrible. Yeah, I mean, realistically, I mean, yeah, I guess we should just do that, right? Just take out, like, this side. Get another breeding ground or two. Get our AC flowing. We don't want to do it all with just the cursor, because then it's just the cursor holding it at bay, right? We want these breeding grounds for us, such as this right here. Now, if this is breeding for us, that's just going to help. We don't even care if they take back the emitter anymore. I'm not going to lie. Because if they take back the emitter, so what? It's that easy to take back. So now that we've taken... Ooh, no, you're taken for the full duration. Thank you. Get your breed on. That's what I want to see. Get your breed on. Thank you. You do not get to breed. Thank you. You do get to breed. Thank you. And you know what? We'll get you breeding white as well. I'm actually surprised that they're able to take this area back over. I feel like that's the top of the hill, right? Okay, it is really, really deep. It is far deeper than I thought it was over there. So yeah, just taking a look at the side, it is relatively deep creep. So I guess no surprise there. It might be better to take out this other under area than the topper area because you know the under area has a lot more breedable ground, right? That's a nice line for us. That's a nice spot. You know, we can cut it off a little bit easier. But hey, we'll keep things at bay. We'll keep things going. We'll keep the pressure up. Keep them down. You know, maybe we'll just work from breedable terrain to breedable terrain. So we're going to be breeding in just a few seconds, which is good. This breeding up should instill this. Nullifier. Oh, it was close. They really wanted it. Didn't quite get it, though. Didn't quite get it. And now we had another big breed. That breed was actually really nice for us because it's gonna provide some backup for the top of the hill there, and it allows this to spread. That's right. Cut that off. Keep this ours, and just start moving up. Right. We're gonna move to another area, which once we take this, I think we're gonna be in a pretty good spot because this is breedable terrain, but it's like on top of the hill, which is actually, you know, kind of good for us to have, right? Because I think that was a big breeding spot for them. I do wish we that bred, but that's okay. Wow. What is keeping that going? Like, we took the top of the hill there, but... Oh, no, that's a crevice. That's not a hill. That's a dip. Okay, so dips are always a problem, you know? Dips will always fill in very, very easily for the enemy, of course. Because it's the low ground. The low ground is the bad ground. The high ground is the good ground. But, hey, we're taking another one. We'll take this. Again, I'm just trying to take what we can. Ooh, okay, that's gonna kill the nullifier, isn't it? No, I did not let the nully die there. It tried. The nully tried, but it did not. So that was a little close, a little bit closer than I would have liked to see. But again, we're holding some of the good grounds now, right? We're starting to take this. We're starting to take this. We'll even take this over here, spread it out, and hold this at bay. Yeah, that's some nice painting by Creep. The true genius of Creeper World is the fact that it's a paint by numbers game. You know, you just take little areas, you paint it, it becomes yours, and you only spread from there. So I think we're now holding this pretty well. We take out this, we're holding the top. Like, the entire top should be ours. We take this, and the top should definitely be ours, right? So we're down to just 5 seconds before the... I was about to try and take this out before the breeding hit. Unfortunate. But that's okay. The breeding is over, which means we can take out both of these zones again, because the breeding is over. With the breeding being over, we are able to just take it all. Connect the two up. AC should actually reinforce this as well. And that should be a pretty good cutoff for us, this right here. This should officially be the cutoff of these two, I'm hoping. And also not letting this come back. Ooh. Come on. Breed for me, not for thee. Oh, jeez, it had that one little bit, that tiniest little bit of creep, because I did not willingly take it out. It just snuck on in there like a jerk. So come on. Just get out of here. It's almost as if there's like something is not breeding there. It's just not letting go, so to speak. But again, we can super cut things off. Now this, swapping this to breed for us should be very good for us as well. Again, we'll hold this and cut off. Just trying to get this top side ours. I think the bottom side would have been wiser at this point. But at the same time, I mean, look at us just carving. And it feels so good. So we'll carve this out. That should stop some reinforcements. We'll carve this up. Again, stopping creep reinforcements. We are still losing that nullifier. And again, I don't really care. The problem is I care about this nullifier. I shouldn't care about this nullifier. And that's the thing. If we didn't care about the nullifier, we could just take over so many places. But I want to hold the nullifier. We built it. It's ours, G. You know, I don't want them to take it back. Let's take this out. Let's take this out. This is a nice area. This looks like a top. Just take it out. Make it ours. Let's take this out. Make it ours. Let's make sure they don't have this breedable terrain. And it looks like we've gained the ground that we needed, right? I mean, our cursor is getting significantly stronger. I mean, we're able just to flow on over. The nullifier is going down again. But that's okay, Nullifier. You're doing great. You've done your job. Now just let the world fall to the AC. We have just a few seconds before some breeding, so let's just go on a little run, right? Let's see what happens if we can take some of things like this and let them just breed and see what happens, right? Maybe it dies. But it feels kind of cool, if you ask me. The fact that we can literally just snake our way through and be like, this is a nice little terrain of breedable ground. Maybe that'll be mine for now. So we'll take this, we'll recut out this. We have 9 seconds. That's bad, because I do want a bunch of this. So, boop, and bop, and beat. Breeding right now. Which all of that should be breeding. We'll even stop. We can cut into it while it's breeding. That is insanity. Insanity is to cut into things when they're breeding like that. Normally, like when breeding ground is activated, you cannot touch it, right? It just is. It just exists. It's a thing that is your enemy, and you're just like, man, I can't wait for this 5 seconds to be up so we can do something again. But not today. Today it's literally, we have the cursor of the gods, so to speak. And I think we kind of have that in the next map too, which is why we're going to do both maps together. So let's cut this off. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. And let's keep this going. There we go. Much better. See? Bottom side, much easier. I mean, as we just completely decimate. Actually, I think we're done. I think that's it. Holy moly, we are going to the next map. Again, I didn't want this to just be a 10-minute video where we just painted like this. I want it to be complete. You are good. Is that it? Ooh, it's Creep Mountain down here. Oh, no. It's so difficult. Look at that. Done. And done. That's all we need. You're done. You have no more breedable grounds. We have all of them. And we can literally just chop it and chop it any way we see fit. Just dice it, slice it. It's Creep. It's gotta go. Easy peasy. And that was Cursor Assist number 4. There's the reclaim charging. This is the map. Let's see what our cursor actually looks like, right? Do we even see like it's noticeable, but it's not like the most noticeable. It's just very, very quick. We can make very nice things. Infinite. Come on, you can do it. I'm feeling pretty good. We want to move on to Cursor Assist number 5, please. Thank you so very much. Could have done that faster. Again, I think once I got the emitter nullifier, I should have just left this and then gone back to it. I kind of wanted to get the nullifier time really low. Because if we look at the nullifier time, I got 144, which I think... 234, feel pretty good about the nullifier time, but the actual reclaim time could have done way faster. So it's sort of catch-22 because I spent so much time on the nullifier. Didn't get the best overall time, but that's okay. Cursor Assist number 5, though, the automated systems have failed and are struggling to build a defense. Air power is offline and weapons are running on manual. Use your anti-creep and the few weapons you have available to eliminate your enemies. So we have a few weapons available. Look at this, we have a few weapons available. It means we can build them. We have control. Ooh. Automating systems online, defensive mode 2%, offensive mode offline, scanners online, anti-creep power online, emergency weapon systems manual override warning. Automated systems have failed. Initiating anti-creep protocols warning. Automatic systems are offline. Emergency systems online. Anti-creep protocols are online. Scanners indicate creeper levels are too high for anti-creep protocols to handle. Manual override activated on emergency weapon systems. Your duty is to eliminate the creeper and destroy all enemies. This facility has fallen victim to budget cuts and has missed its last 3 service inspections. Automated weapon systems have failed and are struggling to maintain minimal defenses. Anti-creep protocols are fully engaged, but scanners indicate that it will not be enough on its own to defeat the creeper. Weapons are available to be deployed manually, but the system can only support a limited number of them at a time and cannot support moving them. So we cannot move them. Oh, that's good to know. Power systems are fully operational, so overloading has been enabled on the nullifier. So we do have the ability to overload, which is good, to compensate for their limited quantity. Emergency systems will rebuild power infrastructure. So we have power infrastructure. But again, the key is we cannot move anything. Nothing can be moved. So that's unique, right? It's very different. We can place things down, but we can't move them. So if we place, say, a beacon here, like here, to sort of be like, hey, if I place this here, it can kind of... No, well, that's just bad. That's just bad. We do have an urn port that's going to be filled in, but again, we can't actually activate those urns. We can't even destroy the urn port, so it doesn't even matter. You know, it is what it is. We will take a few seconds to get our AC on the go, which, you know, happens. It's not like all these are front-loaded like they were in the last map, but we have this to take over. So the question is, what do we have against us? We have a 100 every 0.5, a 100 every 0.5, a 50 every 0.5 in darkness. And then down here, what are you? You are a 50 every 0.5, but look at all that breedable terrain. So definitely have some problems with breedable terrains, but at the same time, it really isn't too much. It's these two 100s, kind of get them out of the way, kind of take over the map. I think we're going to be kind of okay. One thing to note is there is no reinforcement breedable terrain from this point on. So if we take, say, these, we're not going to be able to reinforce through breeding. It has to be all cursor. And our units, of course. And our units. But let's get this show on the road. Again, we will turn on our lovely map indicator, and AC will flow from a tiny bit at the base and from these sprayers. Let's go. So we will have that. Of course, our lovely cursor is not active right away. It is a shame. There we go. So there's some AC. Bazinga. Let's get it out there. Let's get it out there. Now, with this, we do have speedy built-in creep production, right? Speedy. Look at how fast it moves. I'm actually moving too fast for it. That is the problem. And that's what we want, though. We want to move speedily. The key is to get to where we want to get to, of course, as fast as pretty much possible. Let that breed on up. Beautiful. Oh, can't even go that way. Shame on me. Shame on me. Let's make sure. Again, get some down here. And let's even see. Can we go up against a pre-established breeding zone, right? This breeding zone has been taken by the creep, and you know what? That doesn't mean anything to me. We have such power in our cursor. We're just going to try and plow on in and take it, right? We might not be able to take it when it's breeding, and that is always a problem. But I think if we can take these 3 breeding zones, I think we're going to take the map. Maybe not the entirety of the map, but look at this, right? We take these 3, and that's a lot of AC that's going to be produced for us. I think I'm very happy with that fact. If these things are just producing AC for us, if we can sort of maintain the creep on this side, I think we're just going to have a very good day, right? Very, very good day indeed. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. There we go. We got it breeding for us. That's going to eliminate some of the creep down here. Now, the AC is not necessarily completely winning out, right? As you can see, this emitter is not, like, you know, doing nothing, so to speak. But it's not doing the everything, right? It's not able to take over everything. We do have some breedable grounds. Let's see how high it is. See, look at that. It's not even that deep. So the question is now, what do we do? Do we try and maintain this? Do we try and take this out? We have a lot of options. Unfortunately, there is no pylon over here. That would be kind of cool as well. We do want this to maintain, but I think as long as this is safe, we want to focus on this bad boy, right? We want to focus on holding this, pushing this out a little bit, maybe pushing it to the wall, taking out the creep behind it. That way it doesn't get, like, you know, encircled, and then maybe we'll sort of take over on this side, right? Because if we can eliminate the creeper over here, we're gonna be pretty good. Again, we cannot move our structures, but we also, you know, just because we can't move them doesn't mean we shouldn't place any, right? We might as well just place them down, because as long as we can collect them, we can just destroy them, right? We got power. We can destroy them later. I don't really care. Snipers, you know, if these things fire, that's going to be a problem. So might as well just toss down some snipers, right? 1, 2, 3. That's probably a terrible place. 4 and 5. Just toss down some snipers. Get them involved. Get them in there. We do have the breeding zone going on right now, which is why I'm over here, just trying to make sure they don't get any breeding on us. And again, we're just trying to cut out the creep wherever we can. So cut this off, let the AC start to really flow. We're going to get our mortars involved. They're going to do what they do. Are they going to do the most in the world? Probably not. But they're going to do something, right? They're shooting. I'll take it. I'll take them shooting. We do have breeding going on, so again, just hold on to this while it breeds. And look at this, just by holding on to this one, this breeds, we're definitely pushing into this one. Unfortunately, again, the problem is we can't really rely, because I can select this, can't move it, can't fly anything around, and that, of course, is the problem, right? Because we can't fly anything around, we do have to rely mainly on the cursor itself. Basically, right around the next marker. I'm just going to check, make sure, look at that. That is still holding, which is amazing. That's, of course, exactly how we want to see it. We just want to push everything in, right? I think I'm good on the mortars where they are. We're going to destroy them. Get out of here. That cannon don't really care. And we're gonna swap our mortars over, right? Look at that. These mortars right here, they're going to do all the work we really care about. Let them get built. Perfectly fine. This is incredible again. Do we want cannons? Sure, you know, I'll toss a cannon there. I'll toss one there. Might as well. We have the energy. We have everything. That is just about to lose its breeding ground. And what's nice is this holds until the next breeding cycle, right? That's beautiful. That holding until the breeding cycle is so perfect. So very perfect. And what's also nice is now the energy is spreading up top. It means we can go straight for nullifiers, right? We can go for a nullifier on the Blob's Nest. We can go for a nullifier on the Skimmer Factory. It's perfectly fine to us. Actually, you know what? Well, no, we don't even power up there. I was going to say, we can toss down some things on the other side, and it'll just be fine. It'll be fine. But you know what? That's fine to me. There we go. Everything coming online. Let's guard this right before the breeding. And look at the push that we have. I mean, we don't really have to do anything. And we're down to nullification. That's right. We are going to nullify you. We are going to overload. And we are just going to... We're going to move on out. We're going to get on out of here. I am done with this side. So let's just do this. Take that. Make this ours. Because you know what? I want it. It's a mine. It's a mine. And yeah, we're gonna move on. I guess the next question is skimmers or blobs. I mean, isn't even really a question. I'm not gonna lie. Skimmers or blobs. I mean, it's gotta be skimmers. Skimmers are always far worse than blobs. A few blobs, they're gonna destroy a few things. A few skimmers can shut down key areas, even if they're dead. So yeah, I'm not gonna really stress about that. The only problem we have right now is power, right? Power is still all the way back here. Now, if this was built, we see that there is a connection point down there, and maybe that would be more beneficial to take, right? If we take this, connect up our power as well as possible, that's going to be kind of nice. We do have a couple of snipes. As you can see, the snipers are doing their thing, so good on them. But we didn't have enough in the right places, I suppose. But with this in mind, I am hoping to hopefully get a few things in place. And there we go. I just want some power over here. I mean, the nullifier right here will be beneficial. How is the nullifier doing over here? It's charging at 20%, so that's good. Our nullifier is already online. We don't need any of these cannons on. Pylons are coming up, which is awesome. If pylons come up, I mean, look at this. We're just going to go straight. Mortars. Oh, yes. Again, mortars are the big pushing unit, of course. So we'll toss them down, something like that. Maybe we'll shift one snip to here. Might as well. Sounds good to me. Don't even really care. Cannons. You know what? Cannons. Just toss a couple over here. We'll just toss a couple around. Maybe they'll help. And you know what? We'll toss a couple of cannons over here. Right? We'll do just a slew to hold that. Because you know what? It doesn't hurt to hold. I mean, anything we destroy is good to me. Good for business. We still have the room for 2 more mortars as well, which is also very nice. Do love that. But the key is, again, it's getting the power here. And getting the power here is the worst part. But look at this. We're taking it. We are handling this next emitter. And what are you doing? You're at 54%. I want to build an emitter here as soon as physically possible. So I guess we'll do this one. Overload. By the time power gets over here, these mortars get built, we can sort of hold an established land. I'm thinking we'll be able to either get it online or not. Again, one big key is having the power that you need. Power is always a very, very difficult thing to have. We'll toss down 3 more. That's gonna help again. Looks like, look at them cannons. They're shooting all the things that we want them to shoot. I want this nullifier going down. That one is getting built, which is good. This one is now at 81%. See, we're super close. We can start building it now, but again, once we get these mortars online, they're just done. That is it. No more necessary no more necessary problems, I guess. So start shooting. Yeah, look at you. Oh, look at that. Don't even need to do anything to hold it. Nully going down. Beautiful. Nullifier there. Overload. Nullifier. Ooh, got destroyed by the skimmer and or blob. Overload. Snipperinos. Let's... Wait, can snips move? No. Okay. Got scared for a second. I was like, snips can move? Oh man, that would have been so nice to know. We'll just do that. This will get nullified. This will get nullified again. The mortars are just doing all the work that we care about. And there we have it. We have taken over most of the world, right? I mean, we'll even toss some AC up here because I believe, you know, the more land we have, the more power we have. So it doesn't hurt to have some AC up here. It's not like necessary or by any means, but it doesn't hurt, right? It doesn't hurt. We can start to change our perspective. So how are we doing over here? What do we want to do? AC wise, creep wise, they're at cap, which is good. The question is, do we want to cut this off and hold it? I think that's kind of what we want to do. So we're definitely going to want to move in. We're going to need some of our units, of course. We'll want some mortars and things. And honestly, I should be better with spreading them out. Realistically, this whole set right here, they're just going to be destroyed. Get rid of them. Because, you know what, while they were shooting a little bit, we're gonna probably take over most of this fairly quickly, just with some of our AC. We're gonna want them up near the darkness. That's gonna be the most important thing, getting them near the darkness, and then everything will be fine. Of course, we do want to watch our nullification points. So once our nullifiers are operational, that will be very good. We also have the ability to make emeralds. I wasn't even thinking. We can just toss like an emerald here. Do we have one in base? We do not. We'll toss an emerald in base as well. And I guess that's all we really need, right? One there. Don't care about over here at all. Although, I'm going to put one here. In the off chance that some creep will be able to, or some connection point happens around here, just in that off chance, that will just help supply. This nullifier is at 20%, this one's at 25%, so our nullifier's not necessarily very well off in the world at the moment. That's perfectly fine, I don't really care about them currently, so that, again, is quite fine. We'll toss in our weapons again, and we have 9 cannons. That's good. We'll toss down maybe 2 right here, just to guard this bad boy. And, you know, we'll toss in 1 right there. Don't really care right now. Again, right now, we're just using these to sort of hold. We're not necessarily using them for pushing purposes because honestly, our unit is very, very good at the pushing. So that is the one thing to note. We can toss in our first beacon, so beautiful. So we're going to grab our first beacon, and with a beacon, we're going to toss down even more of these. I want this beacon to be very safe. I don't want this beacon to get to the point where it's like, oh no, I'm being overwhelmed. No, 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 beacon. You will be fine. Oh yes, you will be fine. That is all we truly care about. Actually, now that I think about it, with the nullification up here, beautiful, destroy all those. These, again, destroy all those. This skimmer factory, again, we're at 71%. These can be destroyed. Again, reclamation is key right now. Key is using our units and reclaiming our units to make a better future. So this should be pretty good. Our MREFT is thriving, I would say. The MREFT is basically operational, so that is huge for us. Let's get these, and once that MREFT is up, I mean, we're going to be golden, right? The power should just flow in super quickly, super easily, and that's just going to give us all that we need. Can we snipe this egg? No. I was hoping to snipe that egg with AC and it might pop. I don't really know how that's going to go. But I'll toss down some more mortars. Why not? Maybe we'll toss down another cannon. Might as well. Might as well. Looks pretty fine to me. Looks pretty fine to me. So we're just moving on in, getting real close. Thanks to that MREF right there, we are in super good business. We'll toss down another beacon. That's all we're going to need for the Dark Tower. And we have our nullifiers. So I know the Blob's Nest exists right now, but the Blob's Nest is surrounded by 4 snipers, so I'm not going to worry about the Blob's Nest, right? We have... I do want to use my MRFs, or my nullifiers, as soon as possible. The only problem with that right now is that if we don't... Ooh, is this completely out of range? And no tower get built that will be in range. Interesting. Alright, beacon. I guess you're going... It doesn't even matter. Right there is perfectly fine. Perfectly fine in DD duty. So, boop. Again, just get some defenses around it. Feels pretty good. All of these defenses back here, destroyed. Mortars are, of course, the best defense, because they just chunk from such a far away distance. There's the beacon. There's the units that we want, that we care about. I'll even toss one more mortar in there, because why not? And that's going to allow me to take these and just destroy them. Why not? Again, whenever you destroy units as well, it's probably best to destroy them in a manner that you're doing it while paused and things like that. Pausing always going to be your best option, just for conservation of all of the goodness, right? You don't really want your cursor to be moving around, not providing you that full support that you were looking for at all times. This mortar will be doing good. Again, this shuts off the Dark Tower. We shut off the Dark Tower. We shut off the world. There we have it. Nullifier is charging. And once this is charged up, we're going to nullify this emitter. This emitter is what we want. I mean, realistically, we could sort of encircle it just to have some creep on this side of the map. Some of the eggs come to this side of the map. I don't really care that much, though, at this point. Let's destroy whatever those are. I'm perfectly fine with that. And let's toss down, I don't know, cannons here. You just shoot whatever you can. Boop, bop, beep. Mortars. I mean, we might as well do some wall mortars, because that's always a good time. And we'll use some aggressively. So those mortars, those cannons should help a great deal. And this should take over the breedable terrain here, I guess. Get rid of the breedable terrain. It's just going to prevent more creep on this side. And more creep on this side means we're at the emitter, of course. We're at the emitter, we win. It's that easy. What's nice is those are now all operational, cutting off the reinforcements from the side. So yeah, we're just taking out this last little bit, and nullifier at 49%. Good. See, if that nullifier had popped before I got to this nullifier, say, I'd have been kind of sad, because I purposely didn't nullify the the blob's nest because of this. So, we'll add some more defenses. Get a little... Alright, get that going. Get our nullifier out, re-put it down, and there we go. With all of these, this is going to fall super easy. Again, the problem is eggs. Eggs. Always the problem. Ooh. That was kind of annoying. 2 more eggs, it looks like, on this side, and that should be all she wrote. This nullifier, overload, please. Don't forget the overload. That would be terrible. This bad boy, this Dark Tower, 93%. So we're basically there. Again, all of this creep is now diminishing. We have the diminishing returns, so to speak. Boom. And with the big boom, we come up here and we just say, Bazinga, overload. Thank you. Alright, we're good there. We're good there. We're overloading. And we're on to the final bits, right? We are on the final assault. And this assault, not gonna be easy. I mean, you can see, look at the depth of this bad boy, right? I mean, look at it go. So we got our work cut out for us. Beacons, you know what? I don't want to see you. Don't even want to see you. Anything on this side of the map, don't want to see you. You've done well, my friend. But again, don't want to see you. For now, we will destroy these mortars probably pretty soon, but we might as well just be bombarding them while we work our assaults up. I'm just curious if weakening this edge will allow us to sort of get a nice little endpoint, cut it off, and hold it with cannons and things. That's kind of my thought process right now. Just get something firing. We'll move them. We'll do things with, maybe we'll toss something here like this. That's all we really care about. Toss one there. Why not? We got them to use, so let's use them. And yeah, I mean, just weaken whatever we can, because they are under creep cap. Every time they produce creep, they're gonna be producing the full amount. So it's not like them shooting is actually hurting. Them draining any creep whatsoever is just good for business. It's just good for business. So let's toss a couple more of these down. Any shot that they fire, or if they fire it, just good for business. Maybe they won't fire anything because we are pushing relatively well right now. Then you know what, that's fine. But it looks like they're going to get a couple of shots off, right? Look at that. Look at that guy. He's shooting. He feels good. He got like 5 shots off. And you know what? That was 5 more than we would have had. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Look, yeah, we are able to move up the edge. So if we are moving up the edge again, we'll just take these, destroy them. And you know what, let's keep this edge. I like edging on this map. One more, I'll move you there. And you know what, can these shoot across? They can. So you know, we got a lot of them. Let's just edge this map really, really good. Because again, any shot, while they're under creep cap, is literally destroying creep, right? It is literal creep destruction. So you might as well fire. I mean, yeah, they're not pushing per se, but they're helping. And you know what? If something is helping, I'm super happy for that. So you help as much as you can. All of my units, all of my babies. Because as you saw, like I placed these 2 down to try and help the push. And you saw what they did, right? I mean, they fired like 2 shots. It wasn't bad. Like 4, okay, they fired like 8 shots. Not bad, but not necessarily the big drain. But now we have, look at that, like they are literally just going to town up there. And again, every shot that they fire is literally just creep that is being drained. And any creep that's being drained over there is being refreshed by what's being bred and such. So that's actually super, super huge for us, because if they have to spend time refreshing the creep, it's not able to push nearly as hard where it wants to push. So I am super, super all about that. And I think, look at the creep. They're down to 2.8. They were at like 3.6 a second ago. So, yeah, they're doing good. These bad boys, you've done your work. These bad boys, I mean, I just put you down, but you've basically done your work. Look at this. Yeah, look at that. Get the AC in there. Actually, I shouldn't get the AC in there. I should let them keep shooting. By getting the AC in there, I'm kind of saying, no more shots for you. And I do want them to shoot. I do want them to shoot. I very much so do. I think we just got rid of the Blabo nest, which is amazing, if you ask me. And 1, 2, 3. I'm going to have some mortars on this side now, because mortars are the goodness. I'm going to move these 2, because why not? Destroy. We'll move you to say here and here, because again, why not? These mortars are going to do some work. They will run out of steam relatively quickly, but you know what? Anything... Oh no, I messed you up. But look at that, they're down to 2.3. Like, just the drain of all of these cannons just shooting, it's doing a lot. It's doing a surprisingly large amount. These guys destroyed. These 2 destroyed. And you know what? Maybe we'll continue it. Maybe we will just focus on, can you attack the other side? If so, do it. For a little bit. Again, like these 6, they're just going to be able to pepper, take out large amounts of creep over there. Just like that. Again, if we can drain them to like 1, I mean, let's see how tall it is now. That is so much less than it once was. So much less. Snips, you're done. Destroy those. We will probably do a big snip set over here. It's gonna kind of suck, but you know what? The snippers will be good for that at the time. Main reason I don't like putting them down, like, over here is because mortars are not too bad. Like, mortars, they're still shooting for the most part, whereas cannons, basically, by the time they're built, they're not really firing anymore. So I feel kind of bad for them. But mortars, they'll shoot for a good long while. So, like these 3, this will sort of be my movement group. I probably should have, like, 5 or 6 with the movement group, but hey, I'm kind of okay with 3 right now. Again, look at the way their creep is. They're down to 2. It's still going down. 2.2 with the breeding set, so they did just breed. And that's fine. You know, they're supposed to breed. That's what the creep does. It's how it works. But we're sort of assaulting them pretty good. We may need a bit more of a support set, though. That is the question. They're down to 1.9, so we are doing something right. Again, I think just draining all of the creep from the area feels super strong. And I like feeling super strong. It's how I like to feel, you know? You just get to look at yourself and be like, yeah, look at us. We're the best. We're doing it, everybody. We are so effing strong, and it feels so very good. Oh, it feels so good. Yes, it does. And yeah, we're taking it. Yeah, a couple more units over here I think would be nice at this point. They are down to 1.7. Maybe we'll take you and like 2 of these, right? We'll take a couple of these, you know, get like a cannon here. Get a cannon. I want one on like the southern side. We'll toss that other mortar just right in the center, right? That'll be a nice little set. That cannon on the southern side is terrible, but I want it just to protect like this because it'll attack what's closest. So that's kind of my goal. You know, just have it protect that one spot. And that should protect from some breeding, of course. As is the goal. We do want to get our snips involved. We're getting close. But yeah, we're finally taking this area out. Good. Move on up a little bit further. How are we doing up here? We're down to 1.6. This side is getting a little too beaten up. We'll destroy that mortar. We'll destroy this mortar. And I'm going to move one of them over here. And one of them down here. And we're going to destroy these 3. We're going to move all 3 to right over here. Feels good there. I want to get the mortars in place before the eggs start popping, ideally. That'll be quite nice, because the eggs are going to be quite problematic for us. So I also want some mortars in the back, so to speak, because they can sort of protect the front mortars. This guy, no longer needed. Destroy you. Move you just to help here. Yes, sirree. You're gonna do it. You're gonna be strong. You're gonna be everything that... Oh, look at that pushing. Oh, look at that pushing. Oh, it's beautiful. I love being able to control the units as well as the cursor. Again, just like the other map was very unique for just a cursor, where it... Not the other map, not number 2. Or 4, it was number 3 that had the actual placement of the pylons on the map. Super amazing. freaking loved that. Loved it so very much. I thought that was glorious, like in all levels. I thought that was incredible. It was a great design, great idea. I might have messed up and placed these snipers where they're not going to do anything. I'm surprised there isn't a pylon over here. And I might have placed a unit where the pylon would be. So that could be it. That could be why. So that could be the problem zone, so to speak. We are at our unit limit. Let those build up. That's going to cause the eggopolis that we don't want, but we need. It's kind of what happens. It's kind of what they do. Destroy these. Destroy you. And you know what? Maybe we're going to destroy these and see if the pylon gets put over here. Because I want a new one. No. No pylon. That's bad news. That's bad news for us. 1, 2. Are you connected? No. But you are. And you are. And you are. Much rather have mortars than cannons. That is all of my mortars I can use. 1 cannon. Just go up there. That's fine. Again, they're down to 1.8. Not as low as it could be, but again, we are now popping the eggs. So we are in the eggopolis. You know, once we start popping these, though, once you pop, you just can't stop. We're going to pop them all, get them all destroyed, protect these mortars up. These mortars are going to do the business. All 5 of these. They're going to start firing. They're going to protect themselves. They're going to protect everything else. And we're going to feel pretty good about it. Ooh, maybe they won't. Oh my gosh, there's so much creep. I hate it. I hate it. Oh, there's so much from those eggs. Oh, they can't even protect themselves. There's just that much. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh, look at that wave that was created. That was created from all the eggs, and it's going that way. So we had an equal wave on this side, and we've kind of gotten it down, but at the same time, not well enough. Not well enough indeed. We'll toss you down. You know what? Let's even grab an Amraft over here. Right? We'll just toss one down. Hopefully we can hold it. Toss down 2 more mortars. Does look like we did maintain the wave. We did lose some ground, don't get me wrong. But losing ground is okay. I'd rather lose some ground and take that risk just to pop those eggs, right? There's still 38 of them left. I'm probably not going to pop eggs on the last emitter. Try and do what we normally do, or not normally do, what we do in some maps where we can take the emitter without popping the eggs. That's always a very fun thing. I wish we had shields. I would love to have a shield. I would have used those instead. But we don't. And it seems like we're actually pushing the creep back way easier right now. I mean, look at this. Now that some of these mortars have come up and are online, it does look like we are pushing back quite well indeed. So that's just good news for us. It's just good news. Good for business. Destroy you. Destroy you. Give me a pylon. That is all. Come on. There we go. With this pylon, I the win. Nelly, you're going right there. Nice placement out of the way. It is in the breedable terrain, which, you know, not necessarily the best in the world. I'll take it. I want you down there, so you're nice and safe. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. You can come on up again. Our goal right now is to move. We have these 3 which can move. Sure, these are all just firing. Again, these are just draining the lands, just draining what's left. But doesn't mean we're gonna give them any quota. So yeah, you can go there. You're not getting any power, so no, you're not going to go there. But you can go there. 1 left. I would love it to be over there, but again, no power currently. There may be a point of power over there, but we can't quite see it at the moment. There probably is a point of power over there, so we'll wait for it. Just make sure these eggs don't take out anything important, which they're just not going to do now. We have the cannons up. We have the pylon down, of course. Nullifier overload. And yeah, we're good. We're good. With that overloading, we will be fine. There's the power. It's coming on in. And the MRIFT is operational too, so the power doesn't take too long to get here. And look at that. We've pushed it back. We're down to Egatudes. Just a few left. And now we have to take out the rest of the map, of course. So, what are we doing in terms of power? We have one of those. Definitely pop these eggs, because once they're gone for good. Definitely love seeing that. Definitely love the fact that the nullifier is in sort of like the safest place for us possible. It's always a very, very big thing for us. And yeah, just everything is sort of firing on all cylinders at the moment. Definitely wanted to see this pylon. I figured there was going to pylon location over here. We're going to try and start to take out this bottom half, holding it. So having this bottom portion was actually everything that I wanted and more. Because, yeah, we clear off this ground. We move, say, these three. We'll move these two. So we have sort of a cannon, mortar. We'll get more, of course, but we just need some ground. We just need some ground to hold this, and these will be our lovely victory towers to start. Mortar there, beautiful. Grab another mortar as soon as we take a little bit more of our land back, which is right here. That's where I want it. But I do. Ooh, the breeding cycle. Oh my, the breeding cycle. It hits hard. But once it's over, we push back really, really well. Now that we actually have units over here, so get this other mortar operational. The breeding cycles will not be anywhere near as deadly. Look at that. See, we're actually pushing back. The breeding cycle is happening now, but as you can see, even though it's happening, we're not actually under threat here any longer. And now that we're not under threat, we can actually expand, take out this bottom half again, hold the nullifier. Ooh, actually, this area is kind of under threat. More threat than I was expecting, at least. As we move our units over, as we take out the bottom breeding zones. Because, again, we just don't want them breeding on us. We don't want them breeding on us, baby. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. Now we'll take out the top. Hold. Come on. Push. It might be time to get more forces involved, I will admit. I was kind of, not hesitant, but I was kind of really enjoying what was going on, right? I really liked the fact that we were draining one side, keeping things where they were, but we do kind of want to take everything now. So moving some more things over is probably pretty decent. Mortars themselves, I think, are the best units. They will be able to do the most damage. These can still just plink away, which is awesome. Oh wait, there's no pylon there. You are connected to it though, and you know what we'll do? 1, 2, 3. That's fine. And you. I said you. You two get destroyed. Okay. That feels a little bit better. These mortars should help push the edges, hold the edges, allow us to gain land, and breeding cycle is happening, and uva. So there we go. Push it on in. Ooh, what are you doing back here? Snipers, you're all gone. Don't even want to look at you. You need to move your butt. Cannons, just move there. Perfectly fine. Mortar. I would love. The problem is I need more pylons, right? I can't, I guess right there connects, so I guess we'll have one there, but that area is actually pretty silly to have one. Unless we do this, right? I guess if we do this and we really defend it, and honestly, I should have done this earlier, because this is a big-ass breeding ground, and why wouldn't I be taking the big-ass breeding ground? Why would I be really focusing on the tiny ones at the bottom when I can just take out their big mass of breedable terrain? I don't know. That's kind of silly of me. I wasn't thinking. I apologize. It's terrible of me. But look at that. We just cut them off super well. And we'll even take this. Because it's going to breed in just a second. And I don't want them to breed in just a second. I would rather that not happen. And bazonga. Now the key is we are going to get some eggs to pop. And that's perfectly fine. That's completely fine. It's understandable. Eggs popping happens. There's nothing we can do to stop it. The thing that we can do is control it, right? We can control how many eggs pop, when they pop. We don't want snipers for this. We want this to be a controlled explosion. That's going to be our goal, other than the fact that I am currently in steps of moving all my units again, because it's unit moving time. Pretty much the only one, we only have one thing firing right now, so let's make sure that doesn't happen, right? Mortars. Oh baby, it is mortar time. This is perfect. This is perfect. We just want all of them right frickin' here. That's perfect. That's perfect. One more? I want one more right here. And I want to hold it. So beautiful. Just do the work. That's going to do, like, all the work in the world. Cannons. I'll toss a couple down here. You know, let them just work that out. And I'll toss one, like, right there. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Again, now our goal is to pop these eggs in a controlled manner. And by controlled manner, I mean ooh, that can't shoot up there. This can. I want, like... Oh, I don't want that many, but you know what? Fine. We'll do it. We'll do that many. Whatever that many is, that's how many eggs we're going to deal with right now. We will get them all eventually. Right? But for right now, that's how many we're going to do. Oh, wait, what am I thinking? I don't have power over here, so I can't do a controlled thing. I need to figure out where the frickin' pylon is. Jeez, I'm bad. I was like, yeah, we're just going to do this. We're going to put a nullifier, like, right there. It's going to be perfectly fine. It's going to be great, even. You know, it's going to be so controlled. It's going to be amazing. And then I completely forgot that I don't have a pylon close enough. Yeah, look at that. We don't even have a pylon. So that entirely ruins my plan. My entire plan is shot. Let's move these up, I suppose. How close can we get at least? While being connected. You are connected, so there. So, boop. Up. Up. And... yeah. I guess we gotta wait. Completely forgot. That was entirely my fault. Not even forgot, it's just completely overlooked at that point, right? I want those built. I guess we're just going to snipe everything. Get it done. Just want those forbs built first, of course. That will help in the long run. Alright, those four. That snip is just going to go to town. We'll get it going. Get this not breeding. Good, good, good. It is making quite the wall, but at the same time, even though it's making quite the wall right now, we have a lot of mortars on it. That is the big goal, the key, is the fact that we have those mortars in those key locations. It's definitely preventing that from actually kicking off, being a real problem for us. So you can see, just not even all the mortars are shooting it directly that are close, which is interesting. That's just how strong these mortars are. So I wanna cut off this bottom, because we cut off the bottom and we're really, really good. Oh, there's the pylon. Oh, thank God. We did it, everybody. We found the pylon. Pylon means nullifier. Nullifier means the map is over. And you know what? It means just all of you. Just destroyed. Let's get, I don't know, cannon. Mortar? I'd say mortar and mortar. Done. Done. Oh no! I let a mortar die. Actually, that bottom side, those cannons were doing some work on the bottom. Holy moly. But that's fine. We're cutting this off. This will push this super, super well once they are done. There we go. Oh, it's such a glorious time right now. We're taking out all of their breedable zones. We have chained the Objectivo. And I want something over here. Perfect. That's what I want to see. I just want to move all of these over here, cut them in half right here. Just like that. And this is what I wanted. This cut in half right here. Do want this cut in half. I should have controlled the bottom. Should have kept something down here like you. I'll do you. I'm perfectly fine with that. Should have done. Should have kept that. Those cannons were actually doing work. You know, sometimes you don't trust in the cannon. The cannon just treats you very poorly. In return, you know, I mean, I treated them poorly. They had every right to treat me poorly at that point. Treat your cannons right is all I have to say. Alright, you are charging. Good. Mortars are up. Cannons are coming online. Pushing things through. Cutting it to the wall. Going to the corner. Aw, yeah. Aw, no, mortar, no. Aw, yeah, there we go. That's what you want to see. That's the cleanup duty that we were looking for. So was this perfect? Not quite. I think the start was actually surprisingly good. Could it have been faster? Maybe at the start. You know, I mean, I felt like it went pretty well. Did not probably utilize my units well enough for pushing. I kind of spread them out quite a little bit, but hey. I didn't want to be min-maxing the going back and forth. Definitely could have done a whole lot more. And I feel like what we did was satisfactory. You know, maybe not an A+, but like a solid B. You know, I'll take a B in this one. Had a lot of fun. Plus, it's the second map that we're doing in a row, so that is quite the treat. Or the bad thing, I don't know. It depends on what your perspective is. But I feel good about it. I feel pretty good. There goes the emitter. Nothing can stop us now. Just a little bit of breedable terrain left, and I think that will do it. It's not even going to get a chance to breed. It's done. We can cut this in half. And the creep is out of here. Just over 30 minutes. It feels long. I don't know how long this map is, though. So we'll have to see how we do in a moment. Once we finish this reclamation. Bazinga. And that has been Cursor Assist number 5. As you can see, there's a lot of AC over there, not so much over here. Please leave a like, a comment, a subscribe, all of that good stuff. If you do, greatly appreciated. Hope you have a wonderful day. We're going to check our time in a second. Just want to get that out there. And yeah, all of this will be glorious. The foam party is very real. You know what, cannons, you done great. Destroyed. Mortars, destroyed. And there we have it. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. How did we do? Not bad, honestly. 29 minutes on the nullification. Pretty good. See, 28, 26. You know, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Feel pretty good. You know, I'm gonna upgrade my B to an A. I think this is definitely an A-worthy map. So super happy for that. Again, 32 minutes. I see a 29 there and a 31, but those, yeah. Super happy. Super stoked. Might even be an A+. Oh my. But there we go. This has been Cursor Assist number 5. Have a wonderful day. And take care.